first video. This is a bit scary, I'm not going to lie. The last time I made a video was when I was probably 18, 17, doing candy videos online. I grew my following just under 6 million followers on TikTok, made over six figures on there, and realized it wasn't for me. I'll be honest. If you have a look at my content, you can understand why. I would then moved all my money to build something that I've always been quite passionate for, which is behind the scenes of social media. And that's where Stride Social sort of grew up 3.5 years ago. I'm 22 now. We basically, number one, why are you watching this video? Like, what's the point, right? So I basically, let me reverse. I'm starting to create videos for my viewers, for new people. Ideally targeting people similar to my age or even younger hustlers who wants to potentially learn a new gig, who want to learn how to have a better life, all these type of things. And I want to make really raw content. I don't want to be editing videos. Like, it's one of those things where I think when you edit videos, it's very much so like 2020. Like, you have to edit, you have to make it fast, but like, in my opinion, the content that actually provides a lot of value in this space of entrepreneurship business is the stuff that's really organic. I'm not going to edit this so it's like, oh, you're going to watch the whole video. It's like, if you're going to watch the whole video because you want to learn more, then fantastic, you're going to do that. And I think that's really important. So I'm going to try and not edit my videos as much. Of course, if I'm doing tutorials about a certain topic, then I might have to, just because there's a lot of buttons and you don't want to be watching 10 hours. But then maybe you do, all right? But no, yeah, so building this channel to motivate you guys, potentially learn a new side hustle of what, not side hustle, an actual really profitable business, which is within the media sector, which is influencer marketing, influencer management, maybe UGC management, which is UGC, which stands for user generated content management. I really want to be teaching people how to build a really successful UGC management company, because so many people now are becoming UGC creators and they need help with management, help with inbounds, all these type of things, which I can of course talk a bit later. But no, basically that's the purpose of the channel. If you want to learn a new side hustle, find someone that's interesting and really transparent. I'll say so much of, like, I'm going to be so transparent, like, it's ridiculous. And you can ask me questions. I'm going to be messaging and replying to every single person on Instagram for the next probably 6 months, because I think that's how you build a fan base again. As you can see on this channel, I had 6,000, probably 60,000 followers. It might be even less. I haven't even looked. That's how bad I am with social media at the moment. And yeah, I'm verified because I used to do a deal with YouTube where I re-uploaded my shorts for them. Bit weird, but yeah, that's how they got huge people onto YouTube, I'm guessing, because they got me on there. But no, yeah, so background, creator since I was like 9 years old, filmed Minecraft videos, and then to now only a media company with just under 15 people working with us, with over 200 talent in our talent management company over the influencer side. And then the marketing side, we have a dozen big clients. Won't really name them. I don't really want to name them, to be honest. I think that's really transparent. We have loads of case studies on our website, but I think that's fair. Yeah, that's really it, guys. I think ideally what I'm going to be talking about now is the new side hustle, which I believe, or the new gig, I believe is going to be massive, which is UGC management. This is when, let me sort of explain what UGC stands for, user generated content. And this is when people will create videos for a brand to use for paid advertising or for their social media purposes. So most of the time it's dropshippers, e-com brands, Amazon brands that need content, because most of the time the founders of these companies don't have time, but also they're not creative as such as creating videos, etc. So now there's a new side hustle, which is UGC, so becoming a UGC creator. And then now there's a new side of who are going to be managing these creators to get them more opportunities and more brand deals, all these type of things. So then 6 months ago, we were like, let's start signing UGC creators, because we sign influencers and we do a very good job. Like, our retaining client at the moment is probably like 2 years. So like someone stays with us for that amount of time, and that's so good because our service and product is really good, hopefully, and it's always improving. It's slowly more things and more things, and systems and all these things are always improving. We're not the best at the moment, and no one is the best in this market, and I think everyone's still learning. But no, so we learned that we're quite good over here. So why don't we do UGC management? And in the first week, we signed over 16. I want to say 16. It might be a little bit more than that, but I know minimum was 16 creators, UGC creators. So these people were actively getting inbounds, actively very good creators. And we were like, we can manage them, make their life easier. That's sort of our main thing, is improving your experience of being a creator. So doing all their management, inbounds, doing outreach for them. What else do we do? Potentially setting up a course for them to help other UGC creators. Very much making their life easy so they don't have to do a lot of emails, a lot of outreach, and very much doing seminars to get their growth as a creator up there. So what I mean by that is a lot of these creators are mums, which is really weird. I didn't think a lot of creators would be mums in this sector, but they are. It's very female dedicated, so me probably speaking to people isn't going to be worth it. So now we have seminars to come in and talk about some tricks, some hacks, some better ways on creating content, some hooks, all these type of things. So yeah, we've been doing really well. I think probably by the middle or the end of February, we'll probably have 100 creators signed to us, which is crazy. Each creator's probably bringing in, because we try and tailor these creators, they're probably bringing in at least minimum £1,000 each. So you can imagine if you have let's say you do one deal for each creator. Let's say you make $200 on each creator a month, and you provide them a good service, all these things, and then you're not just like taking their inbounds and you're sort of thing. You actually need to provide value and do outreach and provide them new business. Then $200 per creator. Let's say you had 100 creators. What's that? My maths is actually ridiculously bad. That's 20,000, isn't it? I don't want to say a number and it's not that. It's 20,000, right? 200 times what was it? 100. Yeah, 20,000. Right now, at the moment, I think probably profiting 500 per person. So at the moment, just in literally a few weeks of actually signing after planning and doing all the testing, building a system, £8,000 a month, which is mad. And of course, these creators are making a lot more money before they joined us. So it is a very profitable business, only if you have it right and you build it right and you build relationships, which is good, and you sign the right people and you can help the right people. And that's really important. Is please, I don't want this industry to turn into one of these industries where people come in and just ruin it. I think if you want to become a management company or a manager for UGC creators, build a really good service and provide value. And that's really important. We do seminars every 3 weeks. We have PR events where there's restaurants, film premieres, all these type of things for all our UGC creators, because we've built relationships over the management side, on the influencer side. So we're able to do the same. This isn't something that you can just build overnight. You can't just build this. You have to do this over time and have systems. If you want to scale, you have to have systems. But no, that's just in simple what the UGC management business is. I want to start teaching people this because I think this is going to be awesome. Number one, the reason why I want to teach more people is just because there's a lot of cash on the table to teach people. I'm really transparent. And number two is very much, if I can get 50 people to build other agencies and then sign other creators, there's going to be a bigger network that my brands could work into. So let's say you came to me and was like, hey Alex, I want to learn how to build a UGC management company. I'll be like, thumbs up, because I want you to build your own roster. Let's say you signed 30 creators. Then I could probably go to my clients and say, hey, I have 5 or let's say 50 agencies that we partner with. In total, that's 1,000 creators there as like a pool of creators. So a brand will come to me, use my UGC creators, but then they can also offload campaigns to my partners. So there's a huge thing there. But also I want to build a community of founders in this space of UGC. I think it's going to be really rewarding. I know one of my friends, this is a ridiculous number. So of course we're using a £200 profit per creator a month, just strategy, just basic. It could be more, it could be just a little bit less, but on average, if you sign a good creator, it'll be £2,000, 200 pounds each creator. I know someone with 230, no, I'm gonna say, what did he say? This is probably like 3 weeks ago, so it could be less, it could be more, but let's say 200. He signed 200 creators, times that by 200. He's doing 40 grand. And he's only got like 2 staff. So 40 grand, let's say profit. And then let's take off, let's say 5,000 for 2 employees. He's still making 35,000. I don't know why I'm showing you the calculator. I think it's just quite simple. But you see what I mean? This is a really profitable business. And I think this is the perfect time. And I'm pretty sure I'm the only person teaching people how to build a management company for UGC creators. So if you're interested, send me a message on Instagram. I'm potentially going to build a school. I just don't want to be one of those course guys. Like, I really dislike it. I really like, I'm trying to stick away from that, but I just believe as a business, there's a huge opportunity on the table for us as a company to partner up with other agencies all over the world. Like, we need agencies all over the world. The US, Canada, Spain, all these other languages and these countries need UGC creators. There's over 50,000 UGC creators in the world. Did you know that? And none of them are signed. None of them are signed. So if you can build a really good company and a really good service, let's say what our goal is potentially one day, which I wouldn't say sign as many people as possible. You want to build up. Our goal in the future is to at least have 500 UGC creators, okay? 500 UGC creators times by 200. This is our goal. Like, this is sort of our end goal. It's £100,000 a month. Of course, you would probably have at least £20,000 in salaries with like 14 members. Still like 90 grand. And that's UGC creators. And that's just on the average of the minimum of £200. They shouldn't make any less than that. Like, of course, you want to build these UGC creators up so they do get to that stage, and that's why we provide extra value of learning how to build portfolios to center brands, how to do outreach, and that's something that I want to teach people, is how to do outreach for your talent, how to build, your own system. So understanding, when you've done a campaign, who to invoice, all these type of things. I think that's really important. So if you're interested in learning UGC management, send me a message on Instagram or comment down below with interest and like the video or subscribe. But at the moment, I'm going to be building this channel just all about influencers, UGC, all these type of things. And I think it's a really great opportunity to do so now. But yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.